All right, week 6 is here, and these players are on my must-sit list. I am going to go through all the positions. I'll go through quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, flex, kicker, and defense. I'm just going to go through and make a roster, which let's see if you have any of these guys on there. I don't think you should play them, but first, yo, what's good? Welcome to the playlist. Thank you for kicking it. I am JAMO, and this is Fantasy on Repeat. Again, I am going to go through my players that I don't believe you should play this week. They just have some tough matchups, and they just might not come through for you. For my must-sit quarterback, I'm going to start off with the garbage time king, and this is Justin Fields, because he has been QB2, QB4, QB7, yes. Currently, he is QB13 on the year, and he did miss a week, so it makes sense, but I feel like this is where exactly he's going to finish. Playing against the Broncos, who are coming off a high. I don't know if the Jets are going to be able to contain them. They might be rolling through them. And I just don't think Justin Fields will provide much fantasy points for you. So he is a must-sit for me. My first running back on the list, I think he's toast until his QB comes back. This is Derrick Henry. He's playing against the Rams, who allow 3.5 yards per carry, and that's second best in the league. It's just hard to trust a depleting offense like the Ravens. He got saved last week with the touchdown last minute, but other than that, he's just going to provide you some garbage points, and you shouldn't play Derrick Henry. My second running back on this list, who you must sit, I feel like it might slap us in the face, but it's going to be Chase Brown. He could be taking a visit to Dump Off City, but it's still meh. The Packers hold running backs to 3.6 yards per carry, right behind the Rams, but Chase Brown is averaging 2.4 yards per carry. He's averaging 4 targets a game, but I just still think that's not enough to elevate him to become fantasy relevant. My first wide receiver on the list has been making some noise this season, but I don't think they're going to need him this much, and it's going to be Michael Pittman Jr. I even wanted to sit Daniel Jones because it's very tempting just to believe that they're not going to be used a lot this week. Michael Pittman has been saved by touchdowns this year. He has 7 targets a game. He's getting about 54 yards per game. He has 4 touchdowns in 5 games. And he might get a spicy play, a touchdown pass from Tyler Warren, their tight end, but he's still just going to have an all right type of day. I don't think he should be thrusted into your lineup just because he's been providing a lot of touchdowns. You might have better options out there. My next wide receiver had one amazing game, and he was celebrating like crazy, and he think he was popping off, and this is Brian Thomas. Oh, if we look back without that one game that he had, he's averaging 61 yards per game. He's got 38 targets and 16 receptions. I just need him to string together a bunch of games before I trust him and throwing him into my lineup. All right, and my tight end on this list is going back to reality. This is going to be Tucker Kraft. He had an outlier game giving you 24.4 fantasy points. He had 6 receptions, 124 yards, and 1 touchdown. And with the Packers, they're going to have a post-bye rookie bump, meaning that we're going to see wide receiver usage go up, and it's going to begin to rise, and it's going to be time to shine for these wide receivers to lock in, because they can't play this wide receiver carousel forever. They need to really figure out who is going to be their one on this team, and we might see it soon, and they're going to start getting a yardage outburst, and I feel like Tucker Kraft is going to get the shorter end of the stick. So sit him if you can. All right, and my flex option is a complete volatile volume candidate. It's Jameson Williams, man. He's such a big play dependent guy that he's just not that guy right now. His last 2 games, he got 8 targets, 2 receptions for 40 yards. He got 1 target and 1 reception. A flex is exactly what he is. That's all he is. He's just a flex option, and I think you should flex away from him. Unless that's what you need in your flex, which is a high upside and a home run play, I just advise you to bench him. My must-sit kicker is playing for a team where I feel like they're not going to get a lot of first downs, and this is going to be Arizona's Chad Ryland. Look, he has 2 40-yarders, 2 50-yarders. Playing Ryland, I'd rather go yonder. The closest defense I can choose between a good start-sit decision was going to be the Patriots. They're being started at 51%, so they're like right at the cusp. But I think the Saints can really surprise a lot of people. They're going to put up some points on the board. And the Saints, they forced 3 forced fumbles last game. Ramondre Stevenson, count your days, buddy. And that's it, yo. Those are my must-sits for the week 6 of the fantasy football season. Hopefully you don't have none of these players or that you need to play any of these players. And if you want to see my must-start videos, you can check it out up top here or at the end or down in the description below. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit me up. Let me know if you have any of these guys, if you have to play any of these guys. But good luck and have fun. Fantasy on Repeat. JAMO is out. Peace.